Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you so much for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we're doing my favorite reading. This is the week ahead reading, what you can expect in the next 7 days from whenever you're finding this. This is still a timeless reading, so just know no matter what day, this is what you have to look forward to in the next 7 days. Possibly some things that could come up, some advice, things to keep in your back pocket for when they do from the guides. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1, I have this selenite star. Pile 2, we also have a selenite, but this is a mandala etched palm stone for pile 2. And pile 3 is not selenite. This is actually clear quartz. This is a clear quartz moon for pile 3. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you find yourself drawn to more than one, feel free to watch more than one. You could just have a busy week, or there could be something in another pile that you needed to hear or needed to understand. The timestamps will be in the description box below. If you're having a hard time choosing, sometimes people choose by the numbers in the timestamp. So just open the description box up, click on that timestamp, and it'll take you right to your spot in the reading. So I'll leave these up here for a moment, or feel free to pause the screen if you need more time, and I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this beautiful selenite star. Love selenite. I have so much of it. It's so great. This is usually what I keep all my rings and my bracelets on in between readings to charge them. Okay, so we are going over what you can expect this week. Things to keep in mind. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, yay, thank you for watching my favorite reading. So we are going to start with your tarot for your overall energy. I'm using the cute ghost tarot, and they're just stinking adorable. So you guys got the 6 of coins and a 9 of cups. So really good overall energy that you're going to be in this week. So with the 6 of coins, or 6 of pentacles, this is an even give and take type energy, but this is also an energy of charity. It's energy of giving because you have more than you need, so you're able to give that to others. So that could be the energy you're sitting in, or you could be on the receiving end of someone else's generosity this week. That can be financial, that could be just someone helping, that could be someone giving you something that they no longer need that's a blessing to you, those kinds of things. Not everything is monetary, right? Not all our blessings are that way. That could be someone lending you an ear so you can vent about something, you know, but it's an energy of this give and take. So I know I feel like a lot of people have a tendency to be really good at giving, but not that great at receiving. So remember to keep that, to be able to keep that flow going, you also have to receive just as much as you give, and vice versa. If you tend to be a taker, don't forget to be the giver as well. Take that however you want to take that. But it's just a flow. And I know a lot of people, again, that are givers tend to not be as comfortable as receiving, but just know that you are blessing someone else that needs to give by receiving it. And again, it's that flow, it's that cycle. So keep that open. If you find yourself if you give, but you don't seem to get anything back, be mindful, go, when has someone tried to give me something and I said, oh, no, or do something for you, or something like that, and you've said no, thinking you're being kind, but you're kind of blocking yourself. So just keep that in mind. So with this 9 of cups here, this is wish fulfillment. So this, again, really good energy. So some of you guys could be receiving something that you've really been wanting for a long time. This is just feeling like overall feeling of happiness, abundance. Your cup is running over. Things are all checking off off all your boxes. So this is really good overall energy. We'll see what's in the rest of the cards and see how this plays into them. But so 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Really, really lovely energy, guys. All right, let's see what beauty, waning gibbous 4. This is card number 20. We have a lot of butterflies on here. So there could be some transformation going into possibly how you see yourself. Maybe some of you guys could be quite literally working on a new beauty routine, you know, self-care in that way, like something you've been meaning to do. I don't know if you can see in this picture, there is actually a face, like this flower ends up being lips, that's a nose, and there's an eye. That's the edge of the face. So, but with the butterflies here, that feels like a transformation. So this also could be a transformation of how you view beauty in yourself and in others. For some of you guys, you may be seeing someone differently this week. Like there's a transformation on, again, how you view somebody else, or just a switch in your perspective about life in general, and starting to notice how much beauty is really around us if we choose to see it. Is that quote that's popping up. Like there's beauty in everything, just not everyone sees it. So if you can stretch your mind to see the beauty, and even in the mundane, even in the ordinary, the simple things, it's like somebody can look at wildflowers, one person's going to see weeds, some people are literally going to see just a field of flowers. So it's your perception about it. So that's with the way this face is, it feels like there's a transformation in your perception of beauty. This also could be beauty standards, maybe something that you held on tightly to that is actually not serving you. You might be letting an old standard of beauty go and just accepting the beauty for what it is and how it shows up. All right. Next you guys had Camilla, peace. Be calm and calm will come. So there may be something that happens this week that you're going to be guided to stay calm about. If something comes up that you're like, you don't know how it's going to go, I'm just hearing like, be calm, and someone's not going to like this. They're giving me be calm and be quiet. Like if you have a tendency to like want to be like quick to your words, I'm hearing just hold back and allow it all to process first before you jump in emotionally. Like err on the side of calm, and you'll be actually surprised how something turns out. Way more calm and peaceful. But for others of you guys, this is just a message about things are going to be very peaceful this week, very calm, very smooth and even. All right, next you guys had bouquet. So you guys have a lot of like flower theme going on. So with the bouquet, somebody, I'm going to read this quite literally, could be getting flowers this week. We do have this little like letter here with a heart. So somebody could be giving you flowers, sending you flowers, something like that. And this is also just about abundance, bounty, again, this abundant energy, just things feeling really good. We have sunflowers in here. I feel like that's important for me to point out to somebody. All right. Okay. Sending love to somebody if somebody has to go to a funeral this week. That was a kind of a depressing message. I don't want to scare anybody that anyone's going to die or anything. Like I try to keep, this is my week ahead is like an uplifting kind of reading. But this feels like the needing to let you know that you are supported by your guides. If that's you, if there's something tragic that's happened recently in your family or something where someone's going to be, or someone that you love is dealing with a loss, just know that they are surrounded by their angels. I don't know, that message needed to come. Or if you recently lost a family member or something, that your angels, your team are really supporting you with a lot of love. Okay, they wouldn't let me not say that. So, all right, now moving along. Normally this card's just a card of happiness, a card of abundance, things like that. So yeah, just see that as things growing in your life this week and being more bountiful. All right, next you guys had the bear. Be sensitive to where you are and reflect on where you would most need healing. So there may be something highlighted this week that you need to work on, that you need to heal, and to know that that's okay. Like give yourself grace if there's something that you need to work through, build through, and grow through or heal through this week. But I'm hearing just give yourself some grace. Like if something comes back up this week that you thought maybe you've processed already, I'm just hearing give yourself some grace. Be like, okay, this is back. this bear, this challenge of this healing is back, but it's just here to like let me like tie up some loose ends around this healing. So just reflect on that. Don't be mad about it, and don't be mad at yourself. If some of you guys have a lesson coming back up and you're like, why is this coming up again? It's because there's something that you need to either heal or recognize about a pattern that maybe isn't serving you anymore, that you possibly need to work through or let go of. All right, we had envy. So some of you guys could be dealing with being envious of somebody else or someone being envious of you. This feels very like, if you find yourself comparing yourself to others or being envious of what someone else has, be mindful that, you know, they say, you know, the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. So if there's something someone else has, is there something you can that you want, you know, is there something you can change in your life to get you to your version of that for yourself? As in, like, if you're envious of someone else's body, I don't know, can you make the little steps to do things for yourself? You know, again, the grass is greener where you water it. So where you put your focus, where you put your attention, where you put your consistency. Consistency is massive. And anything that we want in life, consistency is the key to getting there, even if it's baby steps, but consistent baby steps will get you there. But I know that's kind of a side note to what this is, but basically this feels like there's no need to be envious. There's no need to compare yourself to others. But you do have to walk through the doorway to what you want, and don't let fear hold you back. But then others of you guys, someone could just be really like throwing you some shade this week, you know, the evil eye kind of vibe, but you know, don't knock it. It's just something that they're missing from their own life. So if you can, try not to take it personal, and just keep shining your little light over here. It's basically they want what you have. So that came up. All right, we have serendipity. So something is going to happen in a very lucky, serendipitous kind of way this week. Something that you least expect. It's going to feel like, how did this even happen? Like, it's one of those, like, is this really happening? Pinch me kind of moments coming in. So, that's lovely. For your self-care card, you have stretch, and we have this girl stretching or doing a yoga pose. That's not a word. Yoga pose. I don't know what a pose is. Wow, okay. But I'm hearing just like being flexible, but literally stretching, you know, feeling into your body this week. Stretching is really great overall. Like if you feel stuck, if you feel like stagnant in your energy, you may just need to actually stretch and release some energy that's built up within your body. And by, you know, being more flexible, being like stretching, you know, not all of us can do that. I definitely can't. Even when I was doing yoga constantly, that's a harder pose. I'm not the best at back bends, but maybe I need to look into the chakra associated with that. Anyways, but there is like, we do have the color blue here. So also being flexible with your communication and stretching your communication, speaking your truth here with this throat chakra color. But, you know, overall just taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, but it doesn't have to be like running, you know, a marathon today. It's about feeling into your body, stretching and loosening things up. It's going to help expand and release some energy if you feel like that stagnancy going on. So for love, you guys had soulmate and seduction this week for your love area. So I'm going to read this. It says, this person is a soulmate, or this is someone new coming into your reality that you have a spiritual connection with. This person is meant to be a part of your path. This may pertain to a soul group coming together. So this also could be, you know, this is love. So love is romantic. It's also friendship, family. So this could be an area where you're meeting someone new or having like a soul tie person coming in, or this could be your soul family. But then we have seduction. So it says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation. It does say third party interference, but overall, I think, especially with the way the rest of this tarot energy, just there's going to be a chance to possibly have some seductive kind of flirting attraction going on with the soulmate this week for you guys. All right, we're going to do letters and charms. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so for the week ahead, all right, where did the other dice go? All right, I'm going to start with the zodiac dice. So this could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign, or it could be your sign. You guys have Libra. I'm a Libra, so you're already dealing with a Libra. Oh no, we just moved into Scorpio season as I'm recording this, so happy birthday to all the recent birthdays, to all the Libras. And then you guys have house number 6. House number 6 is routines, it's health. You know, I was getting this message about being flexible and moving your body, but it doesn't have to be so strenuous. It's like doing the little things. But this is also about focusing on your routines this week. The house number 6 is ruled by Virgo, so think about like perfectionism, things like that, but routines, analytics, stuff like that, but just getting into better routines. With Libra here, it rules the 7th house, which is about relationships and partnerships in your life. So those could be also focuses for your week. All right, let's get you guys some letters. So this could be someone's initials. These could spell locations, and they spell words. If you see some words, feel free to drop those in the comments. I always love seeing those. Okay, wow, we have a lot of letters. All right, we have E, L, L, F, R, Z, A. We have another A. We have another R and a T and an I. We have flirt. So I'm just going to spell that one out because that's a fun one. So let's flirt. And then I'll just keep the rest of these up here. All right. So a little flirtatious action going on, seduction action going on this week. But there's your letters. And let's pull your guys' charms. Here, I'll let you guys see the letters real quick when we're done. All right, so for pile 1, what else did they need to know about their week? What do they need to keep in mind? What do we need to let them know, please? Oh, wow, okay. A lot of stuff. All right, let's see what we got. Let's start with these 2 tarot cards that are in here. You guys have Judgment and Temperance. So a lot of divine intervention coming in this week. With Judgment, there could be some wake-up calls, some realizations going on this week, possibly some people coming back from your past that you maybe thought were dead, so watch out for those ghosts. With Temperance here, so Temperance is alchemy, it's blending, it's healing. You guys did have that big healing message, so things blending together this week. But again, 2 cards with like angels here working behind the scenes. So some, again, divine intervention, things serendipitously working out in your favor, and then like some healing going on. I also want to give a nod to Sagittarius here with Temperance showing up. All right, what else do you guys have? You have this little ladybug, which is all about luck. Like finding a ladybug is really good luck. So a lucky thing going on this week. We have this little bear charm here. So something, again, from your childhood could be coming back up. We have a little tennis racket and ball. So someone could be playing tennis, or I guess that could also be badminton, kind of. We have this band-aid with a heart. So I think there's going to be healing of either some love relationships going on or some healing of your heart going on this week. We have this little bee here. So either something coming in and surprising, I'm thinking like a bee sting, like something surprising happening this week that you weren't expecting. Yeah, that's what they're giving me with that. But know that everything's going to be a-okay. We have, I forget what angel is on this charm, but another angel coming in. So you guys are very, very supported this week. I did get that message around angels supporting you. So if you're seeing like 444 a lot, that's a number of being surrounded by angels. So that might be important this week. We have F-boy repellent. So you could be cutting out some people that just aren't showing up properly for you this week. We have the orange juice. So something fresh and sweet is coming in, or something new. But also I'm hearing your morning routine is going to be important. We have a love charm. Gosh, you have so many charms. We have a love charm. So love, and we have this love charm. Infinity love. So something could be circling back around love. You did have that soulmate card saying someone might be coming back in. We have you're doing great. So a reminder that you got this. You can do whatever. We have hello, which always makes me think that someone's popping up to say hello. Possibly like that you haven't talked to in a while. This feels like coming back around. And then we have a heart under the moon. So love at night. So some nighttime love coming in. Possibly dreaming about some loved ones. We do have this little flower here. I didn't realize it was one of my charms, but it looks like it's kind of like dying. So if there's something that, you know, that you find that a cycle is ending, it might be like a good idea to let that go. To let, you know, if you feel like you're watering a dead plant, maybe stop watering it and see what happens. If you understand that term, roll with it. If it doesn't fit for you, let it go. But anyway, so there's all your charms, guys, for pile 1 and your letters. So feel free to take that all in. And if you have special meanings with these, feel free to take those. I read them as they come in, but a lot of the stuff, the reason I show you guys is because it means something different to you. And so if that does and it rings true for you, hold that tight to you, because it's a nod from your guides to you. So pile 1, I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and comment, even if it's just an emoji. I always appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and have a wonderful week. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this beautiful palm stone, the selenite palm stone that has this etched mandala on it. Love it. So we are going over what you guys can expect in your week ahead. This is my favorite reading, so I'm so excited that you guys are here for it. No matter when you're finding this, the next 7 days, what you can expect. So I always like to start with the tarot for your overall energy, and you guys got a Knight of Blades, which is the Knight of Swords, and an 8 of Sticks, which is the 8 of Wands. So both messages can have, both of these cards can have a message about quick communication. Some swift change coming in. So especially with this 8 of Wands, it's all about like rapid change. There could be some dynamics changing quickly, or some information that comes in that changes how you're viewing something or how you want to approach something. If you've felt stuck recently, hopefully this energy will make you feel like you can move forward either with some ideas, some communications, just stuff you've been pondering for a while. I feel like this is the week to take action towards those, and you will be protected in doing that. But, you know, expect either you're going to feel the drive to communicate quickly, or you could be dealing with someone that feels the need to communicate with you. And probably a quick way, it might take you back a little, as in like, whoa, like you weren't expecting it. So this information could come in and really change things up in a very quick way. I don't get that that's a bad thing, but for some of you guys, I keep like almost like feel like I'm like losing my breath. So it's something that could make you breathless. Again, could be good, but that also can like take your breath away and can be So I'm not sure how that's going to fit for everyone. Just keep in mind that like, if you need to take a pause, if you're the one getting this information, it's okay. Whatever this is, if it does leave you breathless, so to speak, it's okay to step back or tell whoever you're dealing with, or even if it's yourself or something, if you need a moment to yourself, take that moment for processing, because I think that's going to be very important. We'll see how this fits for the other oracle cards and what you guys got. I have no idea. We have the waning crescent moon, card number 26, and it's surrender. So here's this. So there may be a need to surrender control this week about something, to let go and let God. Sorry, I'm just kind of taking this all in on this card. It's a very beautiful card. I hope you guys can really see that. It's stunning. Okay, so, but yeah, this feels like things will be like, almost like there's illumination going on. Once you release control, or release like the need to know how something's going to play out, once you surrender it, I feel like things will be illuminated. And maybe that's where this information is coming in. It's like, once you finally like, almost like, I don't need it. Like, you know, when you say you're like, I don't need it anymore, and then that's when something shows up. That's kind of how this feels. Like once you surrender your need to this, then everything kind of falls in place. Or your need to control it, or you need it to be any sort of way, you know, your expectations on an outcome, like surrendering those over and just say, you know, for my highest good, however this needs to turn out, please assist, you know, kind of asking your guides for that. It just feels like this is going to feel like really like, again, inspiring, illuminating coming in this week. All right, let's see what else you guys have. We have clouds. So as much as things are illuminating, there still could be stuff that's causing some confusion this week. The clouds are a little bit of, you know, being unsure, possibly thinking a lot this week. This does feel like a little bit of over analyzing energy. Be mindful of that. If you find yourself in a hamster wheel of like overthinking, the answer might be to surrender, like this, again, need to know the outcome. If you're the type of person that you like to know how everything's going to play out, this might be a challenging week, and just know that I gotta let go, because it's just causing me like the rain clouds. It's like, is your own thoughts causing you to feel down, and being mindful of that. All right, next you guys have tuberose, desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. So this feels like, you know, there's going to be a chance to explore some desires this week, but there's being like almost like a message about being mindful about where you're placing those passions, what you're putting your energy, where you're taking your focus, where you're moving all this fast moving energy to. You make sure that's really what you want. And if it is, rock on. You know, if you're certain about it, place your energy there. If you're uncertain, just be mindful. If you find yourself confused about a forward momentum, you know, maybe take that pause, take that step back, and like gather and make sure this is really, like, if this is something that means so much to you, something that you desire, something you're passionate about, make sure you're certain that you're putting all that energy in the right place. All right, next you guys have heart. Believe in your heart that you are meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles. So it's almost like, this is almost like realizing and accepting in your heart that you deserve it all. Like, life can be so magic, so amazing, but part of that is believing that we deserve that, and knowing it in our heart that you're an amazing person. Yeah, we all make mistakes. We've all messed up. Nobody's perfect, but you're still deserving of really good things, and you're deserving what this life has to offer, and knowing that in your heart. And we have another, like, 2 cards with passion here. So there's this feeling of like you're going to feel very passionate. Maybe that's what this forward momentum is, and following that and allowing yourself to follow that. Like if it's your doubts that are holding you back, but it's something you're really passionate about, maybe take that leap of faith and go after it. Go after your heart's desire. You know, this week, if you're being pulled towards this thing that you feel in your chest is just leading you forward, you might have to like surrender the need to know how it's going to play out and just go for it. And trust. Like, surrender is about trusting. Well, you guys have anxiety. So yeah, you guys are definitely, I remember when I was pulling these, I was like, I don't cherry pick my cards. So I was like, all right, we're going to be talking about some stuff this week. So anxiety. If you're dealing with anxiety, we have a lot of red in this card. So it reminds me to tell you to ground yourself. Red is the color of the root chakra. That's about feeling safe. If you are feeling unsafe, or you feel too much in your head, if you're thinking too much, if your head's in the clouds, you may need to do some things that help ground you, to bring you back down into your body. That can be breath work. Breath work can be very powerful if you find yourself in your head so much. It's like finding things that ground you, either getting back to nature, doing something physical, paying attention to your breath, in and out, in and out. And like, it's such a simple thing, yet we forget it all the time, right? I know I do. And being that, especially if you do a lot of spiritual work, we have a tendency to work so much in our upper chakras that we can feel detached and a little too much in our heads or above ourselves. And just sometimes just bringing yourself back into your body can help relieve relieve that anxiety. But if you're dealing with some anxiety, I'm also hearing like, give yourself a break. Don't be mad that you need to figure it all out right now. Maybe surrender. Like if this anxiety is coming from overthinking of needing something to be a certain way, they keep just repeating that message. So it's, hopefully you guys are taking that well or understanding what I'm talking about. Like I just keep it, release the control that it needs to be a certain way to give it room to be better than you can expect. And anxiety is just, you know, and I know people have very real, I don't want to downplay anyone's anxiety issues or anything like that. So that's not what I'm saying. And I know like it's not as easy because I personally have dealt with this. I know when someone's like, well, just don't be anxious. Like it doesn't work like that, right? But we do have a level of controlling how far we let the ball roll. So, you know, all of it's not, I don't believe, you know, I mean, it depends on the person, up to you, how much you believe you have control over. But if it feels like it's something that you feel like you don't have control over, don't be mad at yourself for it, but be mindful of how much energy are you pushing that ball down. Like, are you at the top of that hill and you're like ready to push it down, like with more thoughts, or are you going to stop the momentum of that anxiety from rolling further? And again, by getting back into your body and getting out of your head, that can be a helpful tool. And not saying, again, not downplaying any of that, but it can be a helpful tool to bring yourself back into center and get out of your head. And also for others of you guys, if you don't deal with anxiety personally, you might be dealing with someone that's having some issues around that. So I'm hearing like thinking of it that way and not saying those words like, well, just don't get anxious. You know, it isn't that easy, you know, and being compassionate and being mindful of those that you're dealing with, that are dealing with those issues, been maybe helping them do an activity, not saying that they, you know, sometimes it's our approach, right? And suggesting an activity to help them get back in their body might help alleviate some of that as well. All right, but moving on. Thinker. Gosh, okay, yeah. So this is a week that you guys are going to be really in your heads. Just be mindful of how much you're getting carried away with that. I feel like I've already been discussing this message 80 million ways. I don't want to keep going down that rabbit hole, but this is a week that you may be in your head a lot, and that's okay. Just keep these little tips and tricks in mind. Get back into your heart and surrender if you can. So we have a pamper. So your self-care is about pampering. You know, we do have this girl with a face mask. So whatever pampering looks like to you, be mindful to take time this week and do some nice things for yourself and pamper yourself. Treat yourself, so to speak, whatever that looks like for you. That also may help you like get out of this pattern of overthinking. So with love, and then we'll pull letters and charms. So love this week, you guys have boat and make a conscious choice. This is a week of choices. All right, so the card says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So the boat is about going to where you need to be. Sometimes that involves letting some things end and moving on from things that are causing you frustration. But knowing that whatever step you're moving to, you're going to end up getting where you're going, especially with this boat. You're on your way to that destination. Even if you can't see it, you're getting there, but it's just, you have to kind of allow, we do have a sailboat, so allow the wind to take you there. Steer it the best you can, but don't try to control necessarily where it's going, because I have a feeling like you don't even realize how much greater life can get if you allow it to be that way. It's going to be bigger than your imagination. So especially if you are stuck in this thinking pattern, start thinking about things that you want instead of focusing on the things that you don't want. It's a 50-50 chance, guys. So focus in on the things that you want is just as important as worrying about something. Worrying's not getting you anywhere. It's just like being in a rocking chair. You're not going anywhere. So like spend that time thinking about the things that you do want and how it could go right. Because you know, it could. It has just as much a chance of going right as going wrong. So think about all the things that could go right. But this did come up in love. So there may be a need to just surrender when it comes to love this week and know that you're getting to where you're meant to go. But let's read this one. Make a conscious choice. Rise above any conflict spiritually and make a decision regarding the situation or person. Consciously choose what it is that you want so you can manifest your heart's true desire. You had this another message about desire, passion, your heart true desire. Ask yourself what changes need to be made. Follow your heart and do what's right for you in this moment. I'm not going to add too much on that. I feel like we've beat a dead horse in this pile. But let's move to letters and charms. So we are going to pull your zodiac dice. This could be someone you're dealing with heavily this week or the energy of this sign. So you guys have a Gemini here. So Gemini rules the 3rd house, which is about communication. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a twin. They're the twins of the zodiac. You can be a Gemini. Let's see, or May, June, into May, early June could be important for some of you guys. And you guys also have the 4th house, so something around your home and dealing with some stuff at home is going to be important this week. All right, let's get you some letters and letters. So this could be someone's initials. It can spell it can be a location, and sometimes they spell words. So let's see what you have. All right, a lot of the thick letters. So we have a G, an R, a T, an R, so you have 2 R's. Oh, you have grrr. All right, T, C, Y, F, and E. So there, oh, we almost have great. Great. All right, anyways, there are your letters. And let's pull some charms for pile 2. What else do they need to know about this mindful week? Okay. The answer is yes. So you guys are getting a yes coming in. We have, wow, holy stars. Okay. So we have 3 starfish and then a star charm coming up for you guys. So beach could be important, maybe going on a vacation, planning something, like if you've been stuck in this rut in your head, maybe going out and doing something different. But stars always make me feel like a wish is going to come true. I still, to this day, wish on a star like a child. But there's something that star quality is going on this week, but a lot of luck coming in. And I'm hearing just allow it. We do have the Fool here, so we have another tarot card pop up for you guys. So either taking a leap of faith, a risk, you know, something new, starting a new beginning is coming up. We have this little moon moth here. So, you know, something in the night is going to be important. Being drawn to something, going after like the things that light you up or draw you in. We have a little spider here, so I feel like something surprising. Like I always think of like Little Miss Muffet sat on top of it thing, you know, the spider came beside her and freaked her out. So this doesn't have to be a bad thing, just something surprising is going to go on this week. And then we have, oh my God, so OMG. So yeah, something surprising is coming up, something you weren't expecting, that swift communication, that swift change. Try not to overthink it, but just know that if you are, that's just the energy and that's okay. So don't beat yourself up in the process, but don't... Yeah, okay, we talked about all that enough. Anyways, so there are your letters and charms, pile 2. As always, if you did like this, please like, comment, even if it's just an emoji, that really helps me out. I know this is a little bit of a tougher, some of the tougher notes for you guys this week, but you will get through it. And as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time here with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future week, or future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this clear quartz moon here. Stunning, love quartz. And we are going over what you guys can expect in the week ahead from whenever you're finding this, the next 7 days. So I always like to start with the tarot cards for overall energy, and then we move into the oracle cards. I hope everybody's doing well. This is my favorite reading, and I'm so happy you're here. All right, so for your overall energy, you guys have balance, which is temperance, and an ace of coins, which is pentacle energy. So there's going to be some blending, some alchemy going on, possibly turning some things from lead to gold, as in like that Midas touch could be your vibe this week, especially with this Ace of Coins, this Ace of Pentacles. There could be a new tangible beginning. You could be starting something, creating something, but very tangible. This is like an idea coming to life this week. So if you've been wanting to start something new, this is a really good energy to do that. With balance here, this is the Temperance card, can represent Sagittarius. So, but this is also, you know, about divine intervention. The angels coming in and blending some stuff together. So some things could be just working out and balancing out this week in different areas of your life. Again, also represented by healing. This also could be a relationship blending and balancing out with, we have the, this ghost angel is holding the Two of Cups here. So that, I don't always read it that way, but my guides are really drawing me into this, the Two of Cups. So some things blending together, balancing out, possibly some things healing from the past around a relationship of some sort, a partnership, but things coming out and seeing the truth about it all, but in a divinely guided way. But yeah, so really lovely energy that you guys have overall coming in here. Next, you guys had peace. So waning crescent 5. This is the card number 28, if that's important to some of you guys. But just know that you're going to be finding a lot of peace, but this feels very much like inner peace. If you're having a hard time finding peace from outside of yourself, then this card is also about going within, meditating, finding that calm, peaceful space and serene space within. It might be just like that little tweak that you need. Meditation is going to be important this week, however that looks for you. Meditation doesn't always have to look like cross-legged, you know, sitting lotus style, being zen. Like some people meditate while they're doing something that is kind of like methodical, like some people work out or walking, running, something where you're kind of just in this zone of kind of emptiness. And you know, when you zone out, it's kind of like if you can do something, like if you can't just like, I like sitting meditating, like this is very much a meditative thing I like to do, but I get that not everybody's like that. So I have a friend that makes bracelets and that's her form of meditation. It's kind of like, so it's finding what works for you, but that's going to be very important, is getting into that kind of like chill zone this week where you find a lot of peace, because that's going to like, either you might have some epiphanies, like a lot of us have epiphanies while we're cleaning. I get epiphanies while I'm washing dishes because I'm kind of like zoning out. So it's like that kind of mode this week. All right, next you guys have Stork. So, you know, with this, traditionally we see a stork, we think baby. So that could be somebody could, you guys could be expecting a baby could be coming into the family, someone could be getting pregnant, something like that could be, but this also can be like the birth of things or new beginnings, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. So there's just something new coming in, but it's going to be very real, because the Pentacles are tangible things that we can hold. So something very new and real and a beginning of something is coming in. This is card number 17. It reduces to 8. There's an 8 in this 28. Like they're just, so 88s may be important for some of you guys. We have a Tiger Lily here for your flower card. It says security. Choose the safe harbor for now. So if you've been, you know, potentially wanting to do something risky, this might be the week to just hold back a little bit and just stay safe right now and in your comfort zone. I don't always suggest that. I always push people to get outside of your comfort zone because that's where growth is. But with this peace and going within, it's just, I feel like just being like your own counsel this week is going to be kind of important, and just going like in those safe kind of modes. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We have Cat. Let's follow the spirit animal and embark on a profound journey of self-discovery. Now, this is a card about journey, which I typically think of going outside your safety zones, but this is all about self. So this could be a deep dive this week, a deep dive into finding your own peace, your own truth. Some of this could be some childhood stuff with the stork, because I think babies and children. You know, maybe finding like that healing where you finally are secure in your own world. You feel safe being in your own skin this week. Maybe healing some past stuff with Temperance coming in with the rest of these messages. We have adjacent possibilities. So something that, you know, you may have seen as like a door closes, a window opens kind of thing, but there could be something that you're going after this week, or you've been going after, that you may find there is something like sidebar to that actually ends up opening a door up for you. So if you, or, okay, this is another thing. This has happened to me several times in my life, and I know a lot of other people, like where you're going down this one route and you don't quite know why you're doing something or you're learning about something, but then there's something that is associated with that ends up bringing you further on your path. That's what an adjacent possibility is. So if you find yourself drawn to something but you're not sure why, you might not like even stay on that path, but just know that that path is going to get you to the possibility that you need to. This also could be like meeting certain people. You might meet someone through someone else this week that's going to be helpful in your journey. For some of you guys, that may be love. There's a message coming up about meeting someone through somebody else for somebody, but just adjacent possibilities. So don't count something out, even if you're like, I don't know why I did that, I don't know why I spent my time on something. It may be because there's another door opening that you wouldn't have known about, or a connection you wouldn't have had you not gone that route. So it's that everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't see it, there could be an adjacent possibility for really something really good. We have the Observer card. So I feel like it's really important to pay attention to the details this week. Also, someone could be watching you. Someone could be observing you, which I know sounds a little creepy, but for some of you guys, you might be curious if someone's keeping tabs on you. I feel like they are. But this also is just about being objective and really seeing things, like taking a step back and really zooming in on things, you know, but from a wider perspective. But then also getting down to the details of things. But if you have a chance to, like, if there's an option between, like, it feels like very reactive versus responsive kind of thing, like sit back and allow things to unfold before you respond to something or you react to something, so you have a chance to respond. As well, like observe the things and really see things clearly this week. Okay. For your self-care card, you have play. So you're being reminded to be more playful this week. Try to have some fun. If things have been a little serious lately, loosen up. Do the things that make you feel young and carefree. That also sometimes I know we get in these, you know, sections of our life where doing, we forget to be playful. And life was meant to have fun with, you know, like we get so serious, but it's because, you know, we're dealing with a lot of serious stuff. So carve out, like, be intentional about play this week. Again, whatever feels right for you. Some people that could be crafting, some people that could be going out and literally playing, like swinging on a swing set, you know, very much like this card. We do have a mermaid here, so potentially something with water, but do something that makes you feel alive this week. It's going to be really important, especially if, you know, you've had a lot of things going on subsequent weeks up to now that have felt a little heavy. It's like being more fun and playful this week. It's going to be very advised, and kind of might be a perspective change. If you feel stuck, like I keep getting in this like energy, a lot of people are feeling like stuck in a cycle, and it might just be like that tweak you need, just going out and having fun, letting everything go, letting all your responsibilities go for a moment, and just having fun with some stuff this week. So when it comes to love, before we get to charms, we have be here now. It says to attract more love, abundance, and joy into your life, allow yourself to live fully in the present moment. That's very much about what play is. Like when we're playing, you forget, like you lose time. Like look at children playing, like they lose complete sense of time because that's being truly in the moment. It says, take it easy and enjoy the process. Play is also about just not being worried about the destination. It's enjoying the journey, right? Find more time for fun and playfulness. Reconnect and rediscover your passions in life and doing things you love. So this also could be a reminder if you're in, in your relationships, no matter romantic, friendship, family, to be like, are you being playful? Are you having fun with these people? Are you enjoying these interactions and making them more enjoyable? And sometimes I keep hearing like being intentional about this, planning for this, getting out of this rut and being more playful. We do have the hammer here. So the hammer can represent building things, rebuilding, but also can be self-sabotage. So be mindful if you're breaking things down or if you're building things up. Like, where do you want something to go? Are your actions lining up with that? Your actions lining up where you want to take this relationship or love to wherever? Are you making the steps to move that? Are you in some way self-sabotaging your efforts? So that's kind of what was love. I know it's not overly lovey romantic, but that's what the cards got for you this week. Let's do letters and charms and see what else comes up. I'll start with a zodiac dice. So this could be someone you're dealing with heavily this week. This could be your sign or the energy of the sign. You guys have Sagittarius, so another Sagittarius nod here. So Sagittarius, again, is about healing. It's about expansion. It's about travel. So you guys could have a chance of traveling. Also, I'm reminded the fact that Sagittarius is typically represented by an arrow. So you have to think about when an arrow, like if you felt like you've been in this kind of stagnant mode, sometimes you may just be being pulled back and aimed to be shot forward. So those, like the aiming is just as important as the momentum forward. So if you're in that mode and you're like, why am I just either feel like I'm like in a holding pattern or whatever, sometimes things might just be lining up so you can move forward. That adjacent possibility, that door might have to have a little more time to open up for the opportunity to come up. So just keep that in mind. All right, and then house number 4, which is about your home. So there could be some home renovations going on, some just dynamics in the home. Things around your home is going to be a focus for your week. All right, let's get you guys some letters. So this could be someone's initials. This can spell words. This can be a place. Feel free to do what you will with them. All right, we have an A, an E, a D, a U, a T, an S, another E, another A, and a J. So there are your initials. So we have A, E, E, D, U, A, J, T, S for your letters this week. And let's get charms. So for pile 3, what else do they need to know about their week? Yeah, keep in mind. What's this? Ow. I think I almost broke my nail. I need to repaint my nails. But, all right. I feel like a little bit more. There's one more little thing. Okay, a couple more little things. All right, guys, so we have a lot of words. We have an oops. So there could be a mistake. I'm hearing have fun with it, but there could be an oops this week. We have a hello. So someone, that's always for some reason it feels like someone popping up from your past saying hello. Maybe getting a late night text for some of you guys. We have I love you. So someone telling you genuinely that they love you this week. We have a kiss. So a chance for a nice little kissing moment. We have the elephant here. So elephant gives me a couple messages. There's a message around family being important this week. There's a message about luck because we have this little trunk turning up. But then there's also like this feeling of nostalgia for me when it comes, and I guess you guys can't really see that guy that well. Feeling of nostalgia coming up with elephants because they say elephants never forget, like they have an amazing memory. So, this could be a week of things like remembering things from your past, going over like fun memories, chance to reminisce this week. We have a little starfish, so some of you guys could be planning a trip to the beach, a tropical destination. There's also wishing on a star vibe coming in with this, so a wish coming true. You guys have another tarot card, which is the Sun, which is the happiest card in all of tarot. So some chances for just really just moments of just superb happiness, like the elation kind of feeling coming in. We have this bee, so this could be someone's nickname. Always when I get like this bee charm, it reminds me to remind you guys that sometimes the impossible is possible. So bees, they don't quite know like how they fly on these tiny, tiny wings with their body. But so just know that even if something seems impossible, it could be possible this week. We have this little cat that's laughing so hard that it's crying. So something that's gonna make you laugh so hard it brings you to tears. We have a football, so sports could be important, maybe going to a sporting event, something around football as well. And we have the unicorn here. So the unicorn always reminds you something unique is going to happen, something's kind of magical this week is kind of come in. So there you guys go for your charms and your letters. I'll hold those up one more time just in case there's a personal meaning for you in there. Always take those as well. Your guides work in all kinds of ways. So if it means something different than I said to you, please take that for yourself. But there you guys go, pile 3. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some insight. Don't forget to like if you did like this reading, or comment even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate that. So as always, thank you for spending your time with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading, and have a lovely week, guys. Bye.